My name is Dr. Austin Tay, and you are listening to Psych Chat. A warm welcome to episode 37 of Psych Chat. My name is Dr. Austin Tay, and I am an organizational psychologist. In my podcast, I discuss workplace issues and offer tips for navigating the complex world of work. If this is your first time listening to this podcast, welcome. Please check out my other episodes. Please also subscribe to my podcast to ensure you get all the new episodes. For those who are already subscribers, welcome back. In the last episode, I discussed self-awareness, and the natural progression from self is to discuss about team. So I decided to look at how we can motivate and boost team morale in this episode. I wanted to find a quirky title for this episode. Those who have lived through the 90s will realize that the title of this episode was a take from the 90s hit by the group Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Of course, it does reveal much about my taste in music. I must confess, I listened to most music and that was popular during that time. Now, returning to today's topic, how to motivate the team. We have all experienced and still experiencing lots of changes in the world, such as economic crisis, political instability, a global pandemic, ongoing war, and the emergence of AI technology. All these can create dampened morale in employees where uncertainties loom. The fear of job loss due to the advancement of AI adds to their concerns. We are also seeing more concerns about employees' well-being and mental health. With newer working methods such as working from home and hybrid working, leaders or organizations are likely to be more disconnected from their employees than before. In a world of work where interactions are distilled to technology-driven apps and programs, all of which can stifle the countless possibilities of people interacting with openness, curiosity, and creativity. Research has found that those in management who display paradoxical leader behaviour, PLB for short, can help in workers' innovative performance, may also encourage employees to satisfy and exceed standard performance, and stimulates employees to be proactive. Research has also found that when leaders share knowledge, this behavior positively impacts employees' creativity. Encouraging employees to innovate requires them to be critical thinkers. When they think critically, they are more engaged and confident in presenting their ideas. When leaders show inspirational, motivational behaviors towards the employees, this helps employees to identify themselves as part of the organization, which will increase their confidence in voicing out and inspire them to think of innovative and constructive changes for the organization. Motivating others is difficult as a leader and even an organization. It requires focus, strategic thinking, and planning. All of this can be demanding. So to lead and motivate as leaders, we need to understand that to do so, you must be in a good place. You can only motivate others when you feel motivated yourself. So, what should a leader do to prepare themselves to motivate others? Number 1, self-assessment. Now, leaders need to check in with themselves and ensure that they are equipped for the motivational campaign. They need to be psychologically ready to embark on the task at hand. They can ask themselves some of the following questions. What is the purpose of motivating others? How can I motivate others? What support do I need? How can I be a good listener? What steps or changes am I ready to make? What the list mentioned is not exhaustive. It is a good start to help leaders prepare themselves. With a clear intention and goal, the process of motivating others can then begin. So what can a leader do to improve team spirit or morale? A leader can explore various ways to ignite employees' spirit and morale. 1. Re-engage. With all that's happening now, leaders need to re-engage their employees. The once motivated and dedicated employees might find themselves lost in all types of uncertainties such as work or role changes, cost-cutting, organization restructuring, and taking on additional workload, and not knowing why and what the purpose is. It is important to re-engage the employees, not to let them feel left alone to fend for themselves. They must be reminded of their purpose and importance to the organization. Start by doing an open conversation. So leaders need to be open and have a conversation with your employees. Understand what it means to them to be part of the workforce. Delineate the organization's purpose. That would be the why and the goals. Make the employees understand their value and contribution to the why. What do they want to get out of working in the organization with others? Improving team spirit or morale is not about doing superficial actions. Employees must know that they are being heard and that actions will ensue. Second thing that a leader can do is to realign to ensure that both the organization and the employees are on the same page. As a leader, your job is to ensure that all unresolved matters are ironed out. This is a time to make things right. What a leader could do is to check in with the employees. What needs to be addressed? How you as a leader will rectify, amend, and revamp if necessary. What can the employees do to change the situation they are in? Most importantly is to be non-judgmental. Listen and commit to changes. Thirdly, a leader needs to recommit. Addressing issues raised and then moving towards the common goal. Appreciate what the employees need to work on and seek commitment from them to work towards the common goal. Committing to support and working alongside your employees is equally important as a leader. So as a leader, you can ask the employees, what can be done better? What are the priorities to achieve the goal? What support do they need? Motivating employees is not only about the actions stated earlier. It is also about consistency and keeping track and modifying when the process calls for. Leaders and organizations need to realize that motivations can change, and then it is up to them to stay vigilant and quick to intervene and not to let demotivated individuals feel neglected. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Side Chat. If you have any comments or suggestions, please send them to sidechat@omnisci.com or tweet to site_chat. Thank you for listening. You have been listening to Side Chat. This podcast is brought to you by Omnisci Consulting. We are a team of psychologists with a wealth of experience working with individuals, teams, and organizations in coaching, executive selection, assessment and development, career transitioning, and workplace intervention. Omnisci Consulting exists to solve the critical issues facing our clients, both large and small. Our approach is to tailor-make each service to meet the requirements of our clients. Our broad range of services and solutions help individuals and organizations to facilitate change, achieve their vision, and optimize performance and productivity.